Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers and my dear student. I am Dr. Farhana Islam, Associate Professor, Gynae and Obstetrics Department, Aki Jadin Medical College and Hospital, Khulna. Today I am going to start the topics preeclampsia about the investigation and management option. At first, we also know why there is a severe obstetric complication or morbidity and mortality in case of preeclampsia. There is some clinical types of preeclampsia like mild and severe. In mild preeclampsia, increased weight gain or rise of blood pressure more than 140/90 mm of mercury, and there is proteinuria, mild to moderate proteinuria. But in case of severe preeclampsia, there is another clinical type which is severe preeclampsia, which may present with complaint of convulsion, which is known as eclampsia. When preeclampsia complicated with convulsion, known as eclampsia. And other alarming signs of eclampsia are decreased sleep, severe epigastric pain, severe headache, blurring of vision, and oliguria and massive proteinuria. Those are the complication of preeclampsia, which is a severe endangering condition for the life of the mother and also for the baby. And in case of fetus, there is some complication in preeclampsia like intrauterine growth retardation due to severe vasoconstriction. There is an intrauterine serial growth retardation and there is massive hypoxia and fetal asphyxia, neonatal asphyxia, and there is maybe in severe case intrauterine fetal death may occur in severe case. Another severe complication of the preeclampsia is HELLP syndrome. HELLP syndrome means hemolysis, elevated liver enzyme and low platelet count, also a severe condition of preeclampsia. So what are investigation we do for preeclampsia? What investigation we do for diagnosis and for treatment or management purpose? At first we should do complete blood count. For what? For platelet count and also for including peripheral blood film should be done for a feature of hemolysis. Peripheral blood film, there is a presence of a schistocyte or abnormal red blood cell, which is a feature of HELLP syndrome or feature of hemolysis. Then we do liver enzymes, creatinine, kidney function test, creatinine, serum creatinine and uric acid. Uric acid also is a marker for preeclamptic effect on mother or mother kidney. So uric acid is an important marker for severity of the preeclampsia and fetal outcome also. Serum creatinine and uric acid, and then we should do urine for protein. Urine for protein, either bedside proteinuria heat coagulation test or more specific 24-hour urine sample collect, then do for proteinuria. And then we also done blood coagulation profile for hemolysis, blood coagulation profile in severe case of preeclampsia. There may be DIC, disseminated intravascular coagulation may occur in severe preeclamptic case. So blood coagulation profile should be done also. And this is for maternal assess for maternal condition. We should done some investigation for fetal condition also to assess the fetal condition also, like ultrasonography. Ultrasonography as a whole, serial ultrasonography is more helpful for the assessment of the intrauterine growth retardation. We should done the Doppler study of umbilical vessels and middle cerebral vessels. There is high resistance in the umbilical artery and PI index is raised, and there is a reverse flow in the umbilical artery flow. So all are the feature of hypoxia of the fetus due to preeclampsia. And other assessment for fetal monitoring like serial antenatal checkup, also assessment for the fetal growth and fetal well-being. Now, what are the management of preeclampsia? In broad heading, there is some management. Management means some heading. Broad heading management is at first control of hypertension. Second is prevention of complication. This complication we already mentioned. We control the hypertension to prevent the further complication of the preeclampsia. And prevention of convulsion. Severe preeclampsia, there is an alarming sign of preeclampsia. So there is should be anticonvulsant drug should be added to prevent the convulsion. And delivery. These three broad heading is the main management for preeclampsia. So at first we assess the patient whether severe preeclampsia or mild preeclampsia. There is also a blood pressure volume is also a marker for mild to severe preeclampsia assessment. In case of mild preeclampsia, there is a rise of blood pressure 130 over more than 140 over 90 mm of mercury. In case of severe preeclampsia, there is a sustained blood pressure or persistent blood pressure should be more than 160 over 110 mm of mercury and with alarming sign of eclampsia. So, at first assess the patient, outpatient or inpatient department, whether she should be treated in hospital or she should be treated on outdoor basis should be assessed. All preeclampsia patients should be assessed at first. Then three broad heading like antihypertensive. Hypertension should be treated by antihypertensive drug. Most common drug is alpha-methyl-dopa, and which is safe for pregnancy. Peripheral adrenergic drug, and maximum dose should be up to 2 grams per daily. If this fail, or second line drug is nifedipine, and third line is Labacur. Labacur in injectable form also used for emergency crisis or hypertensive crisis. And another drug is hydralazine. Hydralazine also used for injectable form used for emergency hypertensive crisis. Those are more safe in pregnancy for hypertension, control of hypertension. Then another heading is prevention of convulsion or control of convulsion. If patient came with eclampsia, eclamptic fit, then to prevent further convulsion or treatment of convulsion by more common drug is Maxolf, magnesium sulfate. Magnesium sulfate is a widely used drug convulsion prevention. How it acts? It acts on motor end plate and prevent the acetylcholine release, so that stabilization of the cell membrane occur, so that further convulsion prevent. And this is the magnesium sulfate is more common. Second line may be phenytoin or maybe sedative may use for prevention of convulsion, which is less common. And another drug we also use for, and third heading is termination. Again, assess the patient for maturity of the fetus. If fetus mature, like in severe preeclampsia, if they are more than 34 weeks, pregnancy gestation age more than 34 weeks, then we should terminate for prevention of another complication of severe preeclampsia. And in case of mild preeclampsia, we should treat the patient by antihypertensive drug and control of hypertension, and assessment by in hospital or in house, we can continue the pregnancy up to 37 completed weeks for spontaneous onset of labor or termination by induction if Bishop score not fine or induction delivery time prolonged. There may be delivered by cesarean section, and but in case of severe preeclampsia, we should not continue the pregnancy beyond 34 weeks, because there is a severe life-threatening condition may occur if pregnancy continue. We should at first try to terminate the pregnancy by pinning the cervix by misoprostol or other method. If by induction, if there is a failure to deliver in time, then we should deliver by cesarean section. And in postoperatively, there may be chance of eclampsia in severe case of preeclampsia. So in first 24 hours, we should continue if Maxalt taken by given antenatally or before delivery. We should continue the magnesium sulfate to prevent the postpartum eclampsia up to 24 hours after last feed or 24 hours after delivery. Fetus should be assessed, and fetal newborn baby should be managed vigorously, because there is a chance of birth asphyxia and complication of intrauterine growth retardation, and low birth weight baby chance of complication should be there and should be managed energetically. And in prognosis of preeclampsia, maybe there is chance of 50% chance of recurrence of further pregnancy. So in further pregnancy, there may be few methods to prevent recurrence of preeclampsia in further pregnancy, like calcium supplementation or low dose of ecosprin. Drugs may be decrease the chance of recurrence of the preeclampsia in next pregnancy. So today's class is closed, and it is all about the preeclampsia. So thank you all for patience hearing.